welcome to a new Bo Reads World video. Today I'm bringing you a book haul. Well, I'm actually bringing you a tiny book haul because I've started to notice that people's minds begin to wander after 5 or 6 books and they're not really paying attention anymore, so, you know, or maybe that's just me. Anyway, what were we talking about again? So in the spirit of keeping it brief and short and sweet and other adjectives, I don't know, I am talking about 5 books today. The first one is Tigers in Red Weather by Lisa Klausman, which is apparently a Sunday Times top 10 bestseller. I have no idea if that actually means something. But anyway, I saw this at a book fair that I visited recently, which is, you know, the biggest concentration of books I've ever seen in my life. I think there are like 25,000 books in one hall, so, you know, if you're ever in Belgium, hit that one up. This is about 2 cousins, both female, called Nick and Helena, who have both adoring husbands and adorable children, who spend their summers every year in a house called Tiger's House, hence the title, I presume. And while everything seems blissful, there are parties, cocktails, gin, jazz, everything that you want, something is definitely wrong with them, and I hope to find out while reading this book. It really seems like, you know, your perfect beach read, but I've also read reviews that this is apparently not that idyllic to read on the beach, but, you know, looking forward to it. Then the second book is a book that is a sequel or companion book, I don't know exactly, to The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry by Rachel Joyce, and that is The Love Song of Miss Queenie Hennessy. Quite a name. And for those of you who have read the first book, The Unlikely Pilgrimage, that is about how Harold Fry receives a letter from Queenie Hennessy that she is dying, and she wants to thank him for the time that she has known him while they were colleagues, and Harold decides to go on a pilgrimage to visit her one last time. And, you know, in the first book you read about how his pilgrimage is going and what happens and why he is doing that. And this is from Queenie's point of view after she has sent the letter and starts to realize that Harold is on her way to her, which she doesn't understand, and, you know, everything that goes along with that, I suppose. And yeah, that's all that I know about this book, but I presume that there will be more to discover about their relationship. Well, they were never together, but, you know, maybe they were something more than colleagues, and I'm hoping to find out in this book. Then the third book is a book that I have seen on people's channels a few years ago, and one that always has intrigued me, and then I saw it on a table at this book fair, and that is 1004 by Ben Lerner. And I have been reading it when I came home from the book fair, and I'm on page 71, and I have to say this is a very intriguing book. This is about an author who lives in New York during the time of Irene, so I think that was 2013, 2014, and he discovers that his aorta, his you know, lifeline, the biggest, you know, vein in your body, something like that. Oh my, this is a very clunky explanation. Anyway, he discovers that his aorta could burst at any moment, so he has to live life very calmly, very zen. And, you know, this doesn't really have much of a plot line that I have discovered yet. It's more a character development, a character study. I think of myself as being quite good at English, but this has vocabulary that I have to look up from time to time, which doesn't happen very often. So, yeah, very literary. Fourth book is a genre that I always go to when I'm in a bit of a slump, and that is the family novel, the family saga. And this is Little Children by Tom Perrotta. I'm not sure if there is a film with Clive Owen, which is also titled like this, but I'm pretty sure that this isn't based on this book. But When I read the back, it's about a family, it's about how everybody has his own problems to deal with, how everything is intertwined in this family, and that is something that I really enjoy. A good family saga, like The Turner House by Angela Flournoy, and Patchett's Commonwealth. Those are books that really, you know, get me, that I just could keep reading, and I'm always sad when it's ending, because, you know, it's about a family, it's about multi-generations, and you could keep writing about it. So I'm hoping that this book will give me the same feeling and wanting more. And the fifth book is one that I had never heard of before, and that is The Tenderloin by John Butler, and this is about a guy called Evan in 1995, and he decides to switch in his native island for San Francisco, and it's about how he is trying to succeed in a city that is so daunting, that is so overwhelming, and I'm not sure what will happen to him there, but, you know, a coming-of-age story, maybe rags to riches, is always something that I enjoy, and I hope that this will prove to be one of these stories that I enjoy. But like I said, I've never heard of The Tenderloin, I've never heard of John Butler, so this was quite a whim purchase, but, you know, only €2.50, so can't go wrong with that. So those were the 5 books that I bought recently. I've got quite a few more that I would like to talk about, so maybe I'll turn this into a series, I don't know. If there are any among these books that you have read, please give them a shout out, or what you thought about it in the comments below. And if you have any other recommendations based on those books, please let me know and we'll have a talk about it. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!